What did you say? Even people who are richer than you are going to the American embassy and they are not giving them visas. Is life not funny? You go there, you don't even have money for a flight, but you are given a visa. And now you are about to lose this opportunity because of a simple 300,000. Welcome to Issues by Elsie. A story of a destiny helper. A man got a visa to travel to the United States. Back in the day, the visas were always like 6 months for them to expire. He got a tourist visa. As the man, as excited as he was that he had gotten the visa, that was not enough because he had other things or other hurdles he needed to cross. And that was getting the flight that will eventually get him into America. Back in our home country, the flight was going to cost £1,000,000, which is what, about $2,000 now when you convert it to US currency. The man had struggled, moved around, borrowed, and even when he explained his situation to people that, oh, I need help with raising money for my flight. He went to family members. They were not willing to help. He had scomed around and could only come up with about 700,000 CFA francs. Maybe, let's say, like 1,400 of the money for the flight. And so he was lacking 300,000 CFA to complete the flight and eventually fly into America. But he just couldn't get that money. No one was willing to borrow. It's like when he even said he had a visa and this was the reason why he needed the money, it even made people not even willing to help. The first month went by, the second month, the third, the fourth, and the man saw the opportunity of changing his life slipping away. Towards the last month, the man got into depression because he saw the opportunity slipping off his fingers. One day he sat in his house and being so depressed, he said no, he's not going to lie down inside the house, inside the room where he was and feel this bad. He was just going to leave his house, walk up the street or go to the market and meet some friends and maybe just give himself some air and talk about other things and so that he doesn't sit down feeling so bad. So he got up and he remembered this friend in the market who sold in the market for a businessman. And he went up to the market to go and see the man, to see the friend. When he approached the shop where his friend worked, the friend could tell that it was not all well with his friend. And he was like, "I say, my man," in Creole, "why are you looking this way?" And the guy was like, "Don't bother asking. You can't solve my problem." And the man was like, "But what is your problem? Because you can tell it's all written all over your face." And the guy broke down and he told him, "I got a visa about 5 months ago to travel to America. I have tried raising the money for the flight. I have just 700,000, but I need $1,000,000 CFA francs to buy the flight. No one will help me. Even when I tell people this is the situation, even to borrow me with interest, nobody is willing to help. So I don't know what else to do. And I have just 1 month left and the visa I would lose the visa." And the guy, his friend who sold at the shop in the store for a big businessman was like, "What did you say? Even people who are richer than you are going to the American embassy and they are not giving them visas. Is life not funny? You go there, you don't even have money for a flight, but you are given a visa. And now you are about to lose this opportunity because of a simple 300,000. I sit here, I'm a sales boy to this man. And I count millions, I mean millions every day for this shop that I sell in. And yet, you are unable to raise 300,000. And you are about to lose a life opportunity that will change your life. The guy said, well, naso asiamo. As the friends talked, he told the friend, the friend who sold at the shop told him, go home. Tomorrow, come and see me. I don't know, but just go home. Come and see me tomorrow. So the guy left and went home. The next day, he came and met the friend again at the shop. When he met the friend at the shop, the friend pulled out the 300,000 from the sales he had done that day. He pulled out the 300,000 and handed it over to the guy, and he told the guy, this money is not mine. I have access to this money. I don't know why I'm doing this, but something tells me that I should help you. As I'm giving you this money, you see, I'm not different from you. I don't even know what awaits me, but something tells me to give you this money. Take this money, go and get the flight and travel. The guy took the money, thanked him. He was so shocked. He took the money, thanked the guy, his friend, left, went, purchased the flight, and eventually traveled before the 1 month that was left on his visa expired. When the guy came to America, things in turn took the worst for his friend at the shop. The following day, when they were doing, the businessman or the owner of the shop came to do the audits and asked the guy, because he was in charge of the sales and everything. When they asked him to present what he has sold and account for, he was shot 300,000. When they asked him, where is the money? He first of all will not answer. When the press pressed on, he said he took the money, he helped a friend who was about to lose his visa to travel to the States. He felt he should help him. The businessman said, you must be a fool to think that my money is meant for you to be doing charity work. Cut the long story short, the guy was taken, thrown in jail, whipped, beaten mercilessly, and he eventually lost that job opportunity, was never settled by the businessman. Even though he had worked for that man for many, many years, he was not settled because he took that 300,000 francs and helped his friend who traveled overseas. When things became so bad for him that he even left that town and moved into one rural area or the village and was cultivating, farming there just so as he could make ends meet. And as you all know, when you come to America, it's not like, especially if you do not come in with maybe a green card or everything, things don't just work out for you. So the friend traveled and came, but he never forgot about his friend. It took some time. He eventually got into the system. Things were happening for him. He got a job, and so he could make well of himself. And we'll always call. It was not even like back in the day where we had like the cell phones. But he would call a landline and send friends to check on the friend. And they would go and they would say, no, they can't find this man. To cut the long story short, years passed, about 4, and this guy, he took a flight and went home purposely to go look for this friend who had helped change his lifestyle. When he went up to the market. They say, oh no, he left a long time. We don't know where he is. And as he kept pressing and asking, they say, oh, things got so bad after he came out from jail. He moved to some village and he was farming there. Maybe the guy took it upon himself and went into that village looking for that friend of his. And as he was directed, as he walked into the compound where he was, the man was splitting wood. When the guy lifted up his head and saw the friend coming from a distance, he was shocked that, oh, this guy, is it really this guy? He put down the axe And he looked at the friend and he said, "Oh, so you came." And the friend said, "Yes, I came. I can't forget. I've been looking for you. No one knows where you are. I came purposely. I came back to the country to look for you because you helped change my life. But I've been looking for you. No one can really tell me where you are. I heard bits and pieces of what happened to you when I eventually left, and I am very, very sorry. You know, when we go over there, things are not as easy as it is. But I made sure that I would always look for you. And today, I can tell you without a doubt that whatever it is, whatever you lost, I will repay. I will give it back to you. It will be like you never lost anything." He pulled out money. He helped the friend and he told the friend, "I need you to come up with a business plan. Even if it is the same kind of shop you lost while selling for the big businessman, if you want but that same kind of shop, I will set it up for you. Whatever it is you want to do in terms of business or to change your life, I would help you change your life because you changed mine. Now it's time for me to do the same to you." And he eventually gave the business to his friend and changed his friend's lifestyle from the poverty and the poor condition in which he was living with his wife. And the rest became history. Why do I tell you all this story? Many of us are where we are today because people sacrificed themselves, their lives, and made sure there were steps on which we stepped on so that we can be where we are today. Each and every one of us, unless maybe you came maybe from a very rich family or that your parents could provide everything. And even still, sometimes we get to positions or places where we need that help that will cross us to the next level. Many of us are where we are today. If we look back, we will see destiny helpers, people that God placed to help us move from one level to the other. Sometimes where we are now, when we look back, those people are not doing very well. They are not doing very well. For some reason, for whatever reason. It's time for us, maybe, to go help them too, just like they helped us. Remember, one good turn deserves another. Please post your comments, and why not tell us a story of someone who helped you and changed your life. We would love to hear how your life was changed by someone. Sometimes even when we go to look for these people, we probably will not find them because God just placed them there to help us. And that was it. Do you have a destiny helper? Come tell us your story. We would love to hear. Thanks for watching.